Hey you guys, this is our last phonics session together for the term. Tomorrow's phonics will be another sentence of the day. So this is our last one for this term. So today we are going to remember our three main graphemes for F and our two extension graphemes. We're going to learn to read and spell words with these graphemes and use these graphemes correctly in a sentence. How will we know if we've achieved our target today? If we can write the 5 graphemes for F in 5 seconds. So I'm going to be pretty tight with you guys today, 5 seconds. If you can fast read and write words, and if you can write words and sentences that contain different words using the F sounds. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds to write our F graphemes. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We should have F, FF, GH, UGH, and FT. So those are our 5 graphemes. Okay, all right, so we are going to try and write as many words as we can using the picture clues, okay? So try and write them out, and then at the end of the slide will be the list of the words. So if you don't get the spelling right, don't worry, they will pop up for you. So we have a muffin. So you can try and write them out, or you can wait until all of the pictures are done. So this one's actually called a typhoon. It's pretty difficult, this word. It is the PH grapheme though, okay? Then we have a sofa, fluffy, flag, puffy, sphinx. So this is a pyramid in Egypt. This is coffee. Okay, have a go at spelling those words for me. Press pause on the video if you want to wait. Otherwise, the words are, rough. Here are the words for you. Okay. All right, our last extension grapheme is hardly ever used. So do you remember our last grapheme? It's FT. Now, it's quite unique to Australian English because other people that speak English in different parts of the world sometimes don't say this grapheme. So they don't actually use this grapheme. So I'm thinking of words like this. So it's blended together. Off, off, offer, often. So the word often means it happens all the time. So I often go to the shops, or I often have Weet-Bix for breakfast. So if you were from a different country that spoke English, so even, for example, if you were from America, you might say often, or very posh British accent, you might say often. However, most Australians say just often, okay? Now another word, there's a schwa as well. So we're just going to keep going. But another word is this one. So let's blend it together. Soft, soft, soft. So that's the word soft. But look what happens when you add the in. It becomes soften. So it's soft turned into soften. So I would like you to choose the grapheme F, double F, or PH to fill in the gaps for the following words, okay? So we have sofa, puffy, typhoon. I want you to focus on those 3 first. So sofa, puffy, typhoon. I know the middle one straight away because it's it is a short vowel, so I need to have a double letter there. So I know straight away that the middle one is going to be double F. Sofa and typhoon. Remember, I gave you a clue in the beginning of this PowerPoint that typhoon has a PH in it, okay? So that means there's only one left for sofa. You can press pause in this video if you still want to write the words out. Make sure you're writing them on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper, okay? So, symphony. Now I want you to have a think if you guys know what symphony is. If I say that the orchestra played a symphony, or it's a symphonic orchestra. What do you think a symphony means? It is a group of people who make a piece of music that is all together. Okay, so it's a symphony of instruments. So it's an orchestra, basically. So a symphonic orchestra. Can some of you play the instruments that are in this symphony? So I can see a cello, I can see a violin, I can see some, what else can I see at the back? I can see someone playing the drums right at the back. So do any of you play these instruments? Let's keep blending together. Try, that line on the top means that it's a long vowel. Try, triumph, 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 triumph. What do you think it means to have a triumph or to be triumphant? If you look at this man here in the front of the race, who won the race, he has triumphed. He has won. So it's when you achieve something really awesome and you win. So that's triumph. Do you guys, we've said win, so that is a synonym of triumph. Can you think of another word, another synonym that could be the same meaning as triumph? Let's keep blending together. Cough, cough. Now remember what we said last week, if you watched our phonics from last week, that it's just the UGH, that's the f sound. The OUGH, the O, is actually not part of it. So we just have the UGH, okay? Cough. Ina, you can see here at the top, it's telling you that it's a short sound. Ina, enough. If you say, I've had enough, thank you, it means you don't need any more. Okay, enough. La, laugh. So these orangutans are laughing. Can you write the past tense of laugh for me? Write the past tense of laugh. I'm going to write it here on the screen as well. Sorry about my screen writing, everybody. So if we said today, I am laughing. Yesterday, I laughed. Remember, we learned about the ED. We always need to add an ED for past tense for most of our words, okay? So it does sound like a t sound, but it's actually ED, laughed. Tough, tough. Okay, so this picture of tough means big and strong and pretty tough. There is another meaning though for the word tough. If I said I was chewing a piece of celery and it was pretty tough, I couldn't quite chew it, what do you think that means? So just for before, the word tough means it's actually pretty difficult to break apart. Okay, all right, for this one, choose the grapheme PH or UGH to fill the gaps in the following words. So we have cough and tough. What do you think could be here? It wouldn't make sense if I said this, cough. That doesn't look right, does it? Or tough. That looks like cop and top. That doesn't look quite right. So we're going to get rid of those. And we're going to try UGH. Oh, much better. What about UG? Oh, sorry. H. Cough and tough. It's not cough and tough. It's cough and tough. Okay. What about these words? Typhoon, symphony, triumph. Okay. Usually we have the UGH at the end of a word. So for cough, tough, enough, laugh. The only time really that it's not at the end of the word is if it's with a past tense or if we make it a verb to toughen. Okay, So usually it's at the end of a word. So we could have it potentially here, triumph. However, that doesn't look quite right, does it? There's no vowel before it, so it doesn't look right. So I know that because it doesn't look right and there's no vowel, there's a before, it has to be a PH here. For typhoon, I know that the UGH doesn't really happen in the middle of a word, so I'm going to write my PH here too. Now, I saw before that there was before the PH, and there's a here, so there's no vowel before, so I'm actually going to write PH here. Okay. If you guys have written the same as me, you are 100% correct. Nice work. So typhoon, symphony, triumph. All right, let's fast read some words together. We have loft, breakfast, coffee, offend. We have triumph, sphinx, sphere, symphony. And rough, cough, tough, enough. What I would love you, what I would love you to do, let me just get rid of that little rainbow, is to choose 2 of these words to make a sentence. My sentence might be, for breakfast, I like to have coffee with my toast. That's my sentence. I would like you to have a go at writing a sentence using 2 of these words. You can do more if you want to, but 2 is your target. If you would like to have an extra super challenge, I would choose a word that has an F, a sentence that has a word with an F, a PH, and a UGH. So if we think of one together, the Sphinx coughed when he had coffee in the morning. That's a silly sentence, but you can copy that one if you want to. The Sphinx coughed when he had coffee in the morning. Have a go at writing a sentence with 2 words, or as a challenge, you can do 3, 1 word with each grapheme. Okay, you can press pause and write that. And can you upload that sentence for me so I know you've been listening to this activity? All right, we're going to play a game of thumbs up or thumbs down. So thumbs up for correct grapheme and thumbs down for the incorrect grapheme. Okay, so let's have a look. So do we have tough or tough? I know straight away that this can't be right, because if it was here, the O would be a short O sound. I know that we have the A, but when we look at this, the short O, it can't be, it would be tough, which is not right. So it has to be the UGH word. I'm going to just do a tick because my thumbs are back to front on the video. So I'm going to do a tick. If you do the right, facing the screen, the right one, good job. Okay. All right, we have symphony or symphony. Now this one's a little bit trickier than the last one because F is the most common grapheme that we have for F. However, the way that I remember that it has to be PH, so it is this one, is because symphony, it's to do with sound. So remember, anything with sound like phoneme, phone, anything to do with like phonics, anything to do where you're hearing sounds, has the PH. So symphony is an orchestra, so they're making sound. So it's easy to remember, PH for symphony. Okay, foolish or foolish? I think this one you guys would know straight away. It's definitely just the single F, foolish. All right, trophy or trophy? This one's a little bit harder because there's no particular rule for this one. So trophy or trophy? Have a go. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. 1, 2, and choose. It is the PH one. Okay, aphid or aphid. Now remember, double F must be next to a short vowel. So that if it was this one, it would be aphid, which is not right. So it has to be aphid. Okay, alphabet and alphabet. Remember, to do with sounds. So think about alphabet, it's making sounds. So it has to be our PH. That is a good clue for you. Okay, alphabet, making sounds. Triumph or triumph. Now that does not look right for me at all because double F always happens before a vowel. So I know straight away that can't work. So it has to be this one. Okay, write two words that we know that have the FT grapheme. If you would like to write one, you can. I'm going to help you out and write the one about when something happens quite a lot often. Do you remember what the other one is? It's to make something soft. So the word is easy to remember because it's the word soft, which we can all spell, and EN. Okay, often and soften. There you go. I mean, my beautiful highlighter writing is covering that, but that's how you spell it, okay? What is the only difference in these two words? So maybe if I get rid of my rubber, do you notice that there's only one thing that is different between these two words? This one has an S, this one doesn't. So that is the difference. So let's have a quick, fast read of some words. We have stuff, lift, phone, photo, sniff, and cough. I want you to write the 5 graphemes for in 5 seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we should have F, FF, PH, UGH, and FT. Alright, you guys, how did you go? Did you write your 5 graphemes in 5 seconds? Can you fast write words for me? And did you choose the correct graphemes in words? Well done, you guys. Remember to post your work in the video where I said to post, because I can see then you are listening, and post that to your Seesaw activity. Okay, well done everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for sentence of the day.